What's good, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You know what this is, and this is the Two Hands Up show. Alright, man, so this ain't based off no article. This is just, random boxing talk, and this just has to do with the heavyweight division, the state it's in, and the impact of the actions of our dear heavyweights, and how it affects the landscape, how it affects the arenas, how it affects the melting pot that is, the heavyweight division that is boxing, and what is hindering such a epic time in the division. Okay, now what brought this to my attention and everything is because I just did vlog just like 30 minutes ago, just talking about how Deontay Wilder say he wants to decapitate Dominic Brazil or disintegrate him, whatever the hell he said, something like that. And just talking about the heavyweight division is exciting. It's where it hasn't been in years, and it's a lot of money to be made in the division, and like he feels as though he's a big part of that. Well, okay, now let's think about it, right? Now, Deontay Wilder is 40-0, one draw, and out of those 39 fights, you start calculating recognizable talent that is of some degree that you would care about, that you would like to spend your money, that you would actually like to see. Like Luis Ortiz, okay, he gave you that. Now, we all can allude to the fact that however old Luis Ortiz is and all of that other bullshit. Like, I just know the nigga old. And like I said, a couple videos ago, I know a motherfucking 40-year-old face when I see one, and that ain't no 40-year-old face. Now I continue. Then Tyson Fury. Now, grabbing Tyson Fury was probably the most beneficial thing that he could have done for his career at that given moment in time, because out of, since his beginning of his 2015 reign, I would say that the pressure is finally being put on him because, people are looking around and they're like, Johan Duhaupas, Gerald Washington, Arthur Spilker, Eric Molina. We just now getting these guys, you know what I'm saying? You 30 plus fights in. I mean, this isn't, what are we doing here? So, Tyson Fury brought a lot of pizzazz. He brought a lot of energy. He brings a certain thing to the division that when he beat Klitschko, the heavyweight division needed. And needed someone that could speak the language, the universal tongue, which is, English. No disrespect to no other countries out there, but it's just the basic, most easy to understand and learn language there is. You know what I'm saying? So he knows English. He very, very witty guy, you know what I'm saying? Not a bad looking individual, very tall, you know what I'm saying? He got perfect, good, fluent movements, everything that the heavyweight division needs to see. Now, boom. Now he goes out, you know what I'm saying? So that was great. Now we ushering in a change. Klitschko's been beaten. Now, you know what I mean? And somewhere bubbling in the back is Anthony Joshua, starting to build his legacy. You know what I'm saying? Catches this belt a couple years prior to, you know what I'm saying, Fury's glory and all of that shit. Catches this gold medal and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Now he's coming up in the game. And then boom, Fury runs into his little problems, you know what I'm saying? Then it creates a stalemate, so that way, the money ain't really moving the division. We got Dillian White coming over from kickboxing. He coming in the division. He making his name. Him and Anthony Joshua bumping heads in the M. Just fast forward through life. Now, he's, a silver belt champion. He's fighting top opposition. You know what I'm saying? He's giving, great fights. You got Anthony Joshua, fighting guys like Dominic Brazil, who Deontay Wilder is fighting right now. And as you can see in this picture right here, that Deontay Wilder can't even get a ticket sold, for that fight. Now, why is that? And Anthony Joshua is fighting guys that most people wouldn't even know until you may probably mention the name of Anthony Joshua, like a Carlos Takam or Alexander Povetkin, and he's doing 90,000 seats, sellouts and shit like that, 80,000, 90,000, 90,000 seats, and he's making 30 million, 25 million pounds, 30 million American, shit like that. In his fights, and Deontay Wilder is roughly scraping through Arthur Spilkers and guys like that, making anywhere between, roughly breaking in $1 million, $2 million. Now, like I said, go back to where he fought Fury, and Fury really conditioned his career for his first pay-per-view, which they actually gave a shot, and they didn't sell out. According to Michael Buffer, it was only like, I want to say 13,000 seats with like 500 comps or something like that. And I'll try to find that bit of information and throw that up here if I can. So, you had a pay-per-view, you made probably $8 million. Fury made about 4, I believe. And you're not really giving any gas. You just poured a little gas on a division that needed a bunch of light, and thank God that you guys gave it to him, but you didn't continue the gas. Anthony Joshua tried to continue the gas with the Dillian White matchup. He tried to continue the gas with the Povetkin matchup, and continue beating all of these guys, beating all of the other heavyweights, bringing more light to the heavyweights over there. Tyson Fury's back. He done beat addiction. You know what I'm saying? That's a big problem with the pills and all of that shit going on. And then him and Deontay Wilder had this match where Tyson Fury had to get off the canvas twice, but he boxed beautifully all 12 rounds and just outboxed Deontay Wilder's 10-2. Now we got money everywhere. ESPN deals is pouring in. The Zone wants you for 3 fights for $120 million. And you talking about, you just said today when, after you did your practice, when you spoke on Dominic Breazeale in your upcoming match and all of that it's about generational wealth for you and your family. So if you're taking one fight right now, the same fight, that would have been $20 million. That would have been $20 million that you could bank for generational wealth from your family. And then you would have had 2 Anthony Joshua matches. Now look at the heavyweight division. Now we have a mega fight. We have a mega fight that's going to that could possibly lead to a trilogy that everyone is going to watch if it's of epic proportions. Even if he knocks you out, he still has to fight you again in a second match. So, regardless, you're gonna get a rematch clause on both ways, and you would have made another $100 million on top of the $20 million you made for fighting the guy you're fighting now. So that just begs the question for us to know, since it's not on pay-per-view, since it's on Showtime, what are you getting paid for this match that is basically concealing information on your behalf, since you wanted to know what Anthony Joshua is making for the heavyweight division? Because the fans are getting the fans are doing, we got YouTube guys that love boxing, such as myself, and we're talking about it, so we got to talk nasty about you. We got to know, since you said you want to know what Anthony Joshua is getting paid, now we want to know what you getting paid. You got, media outlets calling you a duck. They're saying, you ducking this guy. Now they saying there's a 3-headed dragon, when clearly the smoke can get clear. And if you're looking at it from Anthony Joshua's perspective, he's trying to give us clarity in the division. Now, Fury stands on something very smart that Bob Arum capitalized on that a lot of people won't look at in the business. Tyson Fury took the 80 million pound deal with ESPN, so he's with the biggest promotional grid in the world. Bob Arum's going to do what he does best because he recognized the other 2 heavyweights. So what do they wanting you guys to do? Mop it up. But now looking how Deontay Wilder wants to do business, you know what I'm saying? Now they're talking this fake shit. I don't know if it's disingenuous. It is. Now if it's real, like an article I put saying that they're going to boycott for put a petition for a 2020 bout with Anthony Joshua when he already wants to fight him. Now, so if that's disingenuous, that's some fraud shit. But if that is real, I think that is based off of the fact that Deontay Wilder, you don't want any smoke, so they have to move in a direction where they got to give ESPN their money's worth on some level. So they're going to have to fight Anthony Joshua, and there ain't nobody else in the heavyweight division that could bring that type of money in. Now, the little fight of Tom Schwartz and him going out again in September or in between September, December, fighting somebody else that isn't of no name. Because let's be honest, Tom Schwartz is ranked 58th in the world. He's been moved up to number 2 rank on WBO. He's never faced anybody, and like, and that's just what boils down to him. So this is what I'm saying. The heavyweight division, where you were in position to make the heavyweight division great, Deontay, all you had to do was go ahead and make the Joshua match. You would have had a mega fight. Your name would have been in the clouds. The way you like to talk so much, it would have, you know what I'm saying, would hold more value than people believing you blowing hot air, because now we got the mega undisputed matchup. And regardless of whatever happens, you still got a chance to redeem yourself. So if you lose, only thing you can do is just accept the fact that he was the better man and move forward. But guess what? It still ain't over, because there's still fights all across the board that you can make. Because now you've made yourself into a household name by taking over Anthony Joshua. You got a UK and London showdown, however you want to fucking paint it. You know, all of the shit that's been brewing up to 50 million. Y'all would have had so many different talk points. Now this is where the heavyweight division gets even greater. After, let's say, if that would have happened, Tyson Fury comes in after the smoke clears. Now the undisputed champion of that match has to fight Tyson Fury, and all the undisputed matches is going to be on the line in the Ring Magazine title. So that clears up lineal, that clears up all of the belts, and that clears up, you know what I'm saying, the smoke for this supposed three-headed dragon narrative that has been created, that everybody's having to run with, because the division's at a stalemate. Now everybody is making fucking nine-figure type numbers, man. Making nine-figure type numbers. Everybody's in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Everybody's a household name, and you've got big fights for the next 3 years that you can already say is money in the bank, and you will still have clout as far as A side, whether you win or lose, you know what I'm saying, fighting all of the other guys, you know what I'm saying, or you can just gracefully bow out after that, Deontay, as far as Tyson Fury, however the smoke clears in that, there's still glory. Now you've just left a legendary era of something that has been unmatched in the heavyweight division for damn near for 20 fucking over almost 30 years now. I would say over 30 years now. Like you guys doing that. Y'all could have brought the glory of the 90s and the 80s back and made your own chronological stamp of epic heavyweight proportions. And that's where I sit. The matches that you guys are making now and trying to hold on to these zeros and are trying to be very choosy about aren't putting your name in the clouds, man. You're not writing your name in the stars, and you're not inking money. Y'all are taking little pieces here, but if you think about it in the long run, all of those matches and all of those risks you take for all of those little checks you're getting over at PBC, for one of those matches, you could set that up, and you could do 10 PBC matches and not have that fame, and you can keep fighting for the next 4 years, Deontay. Same with you, Tyson Fury. You got guaranteed money, but even with that battle, you know what I'm saying, your money would be through the roof. So if that went the way I wanted to be, the heavyweight would have his true glory, and the guys underneath, we will really get to see who's coming up, what prospects. We could see the hunger in the division, and we could get a clear way to navigate through all of this bullshit. That's just a way to nip it in the butt. So I feel like, you know, Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying, you all holding up the division, because what I just laid out is an actual fact of what could be done in the heavyweight division for you to move forward, to be a star you wanted to be, to open up so many other for you to have so many other sponsorships and everything like that, and really get in the movies and shit if that's what you want to do. Tyson Fury, for you to get back to Undisputed later if that's what you want to do, and you can wrap up, you know what I'm saying, the years that you got on your ESPN contract, and he could be doing that. So Bob Arum and them had the foresight. It's like Deontay Wilder, you the only one that don't want to see it because you so more worried about the L on your record. Now this could make you go down in the Hall of Fame, and they'll probably look at the stretch you had it from 2015 to 2019, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't really looking at opposition now, and you can get in the Hall of Fame. And then what'll be more remembered is the matches with Joshua and the fact that y'all made him and y'all did something in the heavyweight division that hasn't been able to do none because that has never been able to be done because there is a melting pot of talent. So that's just something I want y'all to think about, man. That's the heavyweight landscape. That's the way it could be. That's why guys aren't as marquee as they are. And the two stars, that's why they're bubbling the way they are. And Deontay, you're not. So if you're saying you're doing all of this for the heavyweight division, what you are doing is you're putting a roadblock in it and you're not allowing it to flow. You know what I'm saying? To what it could be. And that way guys like Dillian White and all of these other guys will be getting opportunities, and they continue to bubble, and we got other heavyweight fighters coming up that can continue this, you know what I'm saying, continue this way of heavyweight life. As far as like, man, seeing what the three biggest guys in boxing could do and how they fought it out. Dillian White got to fight it out too to see if he's in that top three and getting these mega fights, and then Dillian White would have been ushered in as the fourth mega fight coming into the mix. So it's a lot of competition out there. It's a lot of money, man, but y'all can fuck it up if y'all don't make this shit happen. Man, it's 3K the boss. As always, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. That's some shit for the heavyweight division to think about.